This job is in Manitoba province, Canada, and we're going to Norway House. Right there. Hudson Bay. Norway House. Winnipeg.
Early, naming rights are sold to fermenting tanks. The art car license plate.
We're headed right to here, Norway House. Here we are in northern Manitoba province, up by Norway House. The start of the installation of the AquaDams. They've cleared the ice in a big semicircle. You can see the 4 AquaDams. We have 4 10-foot AquaDams lined up here, 250 feet long, that we're going to put in there. We're going to start the AquaDams where the track hoe is sitting. They've cleared the ice in front of the track hoe and to the left of where everybody's standing. You just can't tell that it's refroze over the night. And this is the start of the installation of the AquaDam. They're cutting the ice with a chainsaw. And then moving the ice flow towards the excavator to take it out of there. You can see all the ice boulders here piled up. That's from when they cleaned the ice the first time. You have to make a berm to start off the dam off of. You can see the 4 ropes underneath the AquaDam. Here's the 4 rope spools on the other side. They're going to be flopped over the top of the AquaDam when we start tomorrow. We're done for the day. It's almost 5 o'clock, so we'll get this one in tomorrow. This is day 2. It's 12 o'clock. They couldn't put their silt curtain in because of the current. So they have been stopped by the government authorities, and they're reprogramming what to do. Very time consuming. So we're still pushing ice, we're still taking out the ice out of the channel that was cut. You can see the big mound of ice there in the back of the backhoe. The channel looks really, really good though. And of course the open water is where the channel is that was cut. And all the ice has to be pushed to the excavator to remove. We're setting up the diesel pumps. This pump on a skid is stuck and won't go anymore. It was being pulled with the snowmobile. This pickup's about to drive out onto the lake. It's bringing another pump and plus all the hose. There's the boss, the foreman of the project. Hasco is the environmental cleanup company. They've cleaned all the ice off this water, and the water's moving pretty darn good. You can see it boiling up to the top of the ice. And then this leg of it is about 300 feet long. All the ice is being removed. We've undone the AquaDam from the wraps and the ropes that were restraining it. Now we got her set to pump. We're going to tie off to this grader. Here's the fill tubes. We're starting to pump water into the AquaDam. Slowly unrolling. The silk curtain here, the black thing on the side here that they're putting in here, they're laying that right in front of the AquaDam as it's unrolling. That way the current won't take it away. They tried to do it without the AquaDam and the current took it away, so now it's a joint venture. The permit calls for the silk curtain being installed first, so we're attempting to do that. We've got about 30 feet of the AquaDam unrolled. We have 4 ropes on the AquaDam controlling it, the speed that it deploys. The sides are folded in.
How long till it gets to that side?
Huh? I'm just taping these guys right here holding these ropes. These 4 gentlemen are controlling the ropes, restraining the AquaDam from unrolling. We've got approximately 75 feet of dam in. We're almost to the corner here. We want to hug this side of the bank of the ice sheet here. So that's why we're putting snow over here to make sure that when we make the corner going that way, it'll stay on this side. It'll be a nice rounded corner. Now we're approximately 120 feet out. We're almost to where the corner has to be made. Everything's going very nicely. That cut off the current there. You can see the current here boiling up the water, the free-flowing water, and doesn't seem to want to push the AquaDam at all. Well, we finally made the turn. The battery went dead on the camera, so I couldn't film us making the turn. It took us quite a while to do. A lot of ropes, a lot of pulling, but the turn's in there. Now the AquaDam's simply going to fill up from this point on. Probably can't see it too well, but she's in there. At the end of the roll is the attachment collar. The attachment collar is white on this particular AquaDam. It goes over the end of the AquaDam some 20 feet. And it extends out past the AquaDam 20 feet. And that 20 feet is where the next AquaDam will slip into. The next morning, first AquaDam's in. It's frozen solid now. The bottom of it isn't frozen, but the top of it is. You walk on it just like walking on a big rock. We're moving the pumps down to put in the next AquaDam. We have to remove all the ice, which is what the people are doing in the red uniforms way over there. They're moving ice again. The excavator is taking that ice out and putting it on the pile. We see the excavator better now. The ice movers and cutters. Setting up the new pumps. We used this excavator to push this dam out, but he's afraid it was going to go through the ice, so he can't push any further. We just removed the beam that this one I'm standing on that's full came on. There's the attachment collar, and now we're going to slide that dam into the channel and attach it using the attachment collar to the one that I'm standing on. Two snowmobiles are pulling. Lining the two beams up, the log and the beam, so he can stay off the ice and shove the AquaDam out. Shoving the AquaDam in. The AquaDam, second AquaDam's been hooked up. We're pumping water in it at an idle, 6 pumps today. And we're going to fill up and stretch the AquaDam out because the sides are folded in so it takes shape inside the collar. And we're ready to start pumping. Putting the silk curtain in. The curtain's supposed to go on the outside of the AquaDam. We have approximately 80 feet of AquaDam out. 170 feet to go. We almost got the second one all the way installed. It's got about 35 feet left on the roll, way down there. We got 3 pumps working on each side. The AquaDam is completely unrolled. Here's the end with the attachment collar. Now we're pumping it up. It ought to take another hour or two. Of course, the entire AquaDam is sitting on the bottom of the lake and has about an 8-inch head of water in it. That's higher than the lake. And we got ropes here tying this back here on the end, so they wanted to get it to the far side there. We were 2 feet too close this side, so we got ropes over there pulling on it, and so it fills up. When it fills up, it won't come back this way. It'll have too much weight in it, hopefully. The AquaDam's almost full. We're going to leave 2 pumps running, 1 on each side, and move the other 4 pumps down to where the connection is for tomorrow. And then we'll put the last AquaDam in tomorrow. The last AquaDam's almost finished pumping up. We'll put the other one in tomorrow morning. This is a huge lake that connects with several other lakes. And this is a man-made channel. 300 people worked 3 years to make this channel, and it connects to the river that flows all the way to Hudson Bay, and it feeds the power plants that are along the river. Tremendous volumes of water goes through this man-made channel. And it goes into another lake, and that lake goes into a river system that feeds the river that dumps into, I believe it's the Nelson River. And the old town site was right here where the crew lived and worked. Where they're cleaning up was the fuel depot for the construction work many years ago. This used to be part of the hillside here, and it's all eroded away. And now the tanks had leaked, and nobody cleaned it up until the bank eroded away, and now it's being eroded away the contaminated soil into the river or the lake. And that's what this project is, to clean up that fuel storage spill many years ago. All white. Day 3, dam 3. We don't have far to go. We've got number 3 dam all hooked up, ready to start the pumps. Four pumps we're using today. We've made the corner with the 3rd AquaDam. That's where we gotta go. You can see the ice in front of the AquaDam as it's unrolling. It pushes up the ice. Oops, our hose clamp came off. Here's where the corner is, where the bend in the AquaDam is. There's the end of it. Now it's got to climb up on top of that ice. There's the bend in the AquaDam. You can see the two fill tubes coming up. They're black. We have blue hoses going into each one. We made a berm of snow there. The AquaDam's going to roll up to it and stop. That way it'll leave a work area for them to take out all the ice inside the cofferdam. All this ice has to be removed. And of course they're going to try and stack it on this big pile over here. And they've got a lot more ice to put in, to take out and stack there in a pile. See how big the chunks are. It's about 3 foot thick of ice. How smooth that is on the bottom. Just smooth as all get out. There's the bottom of it. Perfectly smooth. One big ice cube. It's easier to break this ice by cutting it. And then it'll break up a lot easier, cutting it with a chainsaw first. But they're very thick pieces of ice. This is the end of the AquaDam. The remainder 75 feet is still rolled up on the beam it came on. The reason it doesn't unroll is because it's pushing on that mound of snow and ice that's in back of it. See, the roll's just pushing into that ice. Okay, the AquaDam's completely full. So they've turned off the pumps, or are going to here in a minute. You can see the big chunks of ice here that they've already removed. That's dropping the water level inside the cofferdam. To make room, they got to keep pushing the ice mountain back, because a lot more ice has got to go up on that mountain. We have one 10-foot dam left, 180 feet long. Just in case something went wrong, we punctured one of the other dams. It's a long ways up here, and they didn't have time to get another dam, so they wanted to make sure there was plenty of dam here. AquaDams are all put in. You got a slight bend in the AquaDam here. That was mainly due to this corner here was kind of hard to make, and anyway, I wish it was over about 4 feet from where it is, so it was a perfect straight line, but it's not. But everybody seems to be happy, so that's what counts. The first connection, we had a fish screen under each one of those fill tubes, and they froze overnight, and now they're permanently like that. We have a spool that the 1/2 inch rope came off of, keeping it elevated. The part that's elevated is higher than the rest of the AquaDam. If you can see that, it's higher by about 6 inches or a foot, and that's enough to keep the fill tubes from draining the water out of it. If there is a weak spot here, it'll be at this connection. And we won't know until it dewaters how good of a seal we got at this connection on the bottom. Now, the only thing you can do if there isn't a good seal is to put some fill material on the opposite side, put it on the dewatered side so the AquaDam leans into it. Putting it on this side will not do much. You have to put it on the inside of the cofferdam, the area that's being dewatered. Now, a boil might develop. This is all sand, I'm told, and if a boil develops in the sand, it's the AquaDam will keep sealing itself to the bottom because it's flexible on the bottom, unlike a rigid beam, and this allows it to keep sealing itself. Now, if it doesn't reseal itself and it's just going to get bigger and bigger, you have to address that by putting in a second smaller AquaDam on the back side, or fill material right along where you see the water piping underneath that, and that will stop it, or make it so it's very controllable using a small pump. But you're going to have a pump running to keep this massive area dewatered anyway. The silk curtain went in really great. They tried several days to put it up, but it can't block a current, of course, and so they had to stabilize the current using the AquaDam and we put them in simultaneous. Leading 1 or 2 feet in front of the AquaDam was the silk curtain. It wasn't possible just to put the silk curtain in and then the AquaDam. There's way too much flow going through here, even though it looks small. If you drill a hole like people would do through the ice and take a reading, oh yeah, not much flow, but try and block that off with a piece of silt fence, and no way. Coming up on the 3rd AquaDam. How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. It's full, huh? You can see water's coming out of the end of the fill tubes. It'll simply drain out until this AquaDam has come down in size to what this AquaDam that the fill tubes are sitting on. We have a 12 by 12 beam elevating the fill tubes. The mountain of ice keeps getting bigger. Trying to break the ice. There, you got a big chunk broke off. Ooh, big piece of ice. That weighs tons and tons of weight. Look how smooth and I don't know why it's got different layers or colors in it. They've moved the steel box. It was on a sled, so they just pulled it to the other end with that excavator and a chain. Using a chain. They're making great progress on getting rid of the ice. I've decided this dam is a little underinflated, so we're going to bring it up at least 6 inches. This is the first dam. We have 2 hoses going into it that are running water. We've got 2 pumps running. There's actually 4 hoses going in each side, 4 blue hoses, but we're not using 3 of them on each side. This should take about 15-20 minutes to inflate that dam another 6 inches. Here's another shot of AquaDam number 1. The fill tubes. This part here is the fill tubes. The AquaDam starts here. I know it's all black. There's 1 ply of the there's 2 plies of the outside material, and this is the 3rd ply of the outside material. We're still bringing it up. Now number 1 AquaDam, this AquaDam, is higher than number 2 AquaDam. We've been filling it up for the last 20 minutes, kind of topping it off. We put another 12 inches of water in it. And so we're winding down. Here's another view of the one we just filled. We turned off the pumps. They removed a lot of ice in the last 2 hours. Just a mountain of ice.